Innovation is the unrelenting drive to break the status quo and develop a new where few have dared to go. On Tech Nation, we bring you such startups or any technological breakthrough that have dared to defy the status quo. My name is Fiona Bukuru and welcome to Tech Nation. On this episode of Tech Nation tonight, we are bringing to you something beautiful for those of you in small and medium companies dealing with logistics and supply chain management. Ridelink has made it easy for you to move goods from one country to another or from one region to another. Ridelink is a third-party transport and logistics company in Uganda. It's focused on stimulating the growth of businesses by creating sustainable and affordable mobility solutions tailored to facilitate the smooth running of business operations, increase revenue earnings, and improve mobility efficiency and its performance.
Something for you to think about is that in Uganda, every year we lose $890 million due to logistics inefficiencies.
Wow.
And that is huge if you think about it in the grand scheme of things. So fast forward, I'm at university and this is happening in my mom's business. And to a point that we were not making any money because we are spending almost everything in just transportation. So I sit down with this housemate of mine who currently is my co-founder. I said, look here, this is the current challenge I have. He's a brilliant young man. He's doing software. I'm doing business. I'm like, can we find a solution that can make this faster, that can make this, easier? I don't want to have this stress of where you have to keep calling a driver. When you've loaded, you have to keep calling. Even at 3 a.m., the person is going to call you. Is there a way we can find a solution? And just like that, we stumbled on the idea of Ridelink, a platform that could connect people like my mom who run small businesses and want to move their products to the marketplace, and truck drivers who are also looking for the same business and make this easier and faster.
With a vision to create growth opportunities through intelligent and smart transport solutions for small and medium businesses, Ridelink seeks to avail their clientele a database of 1 million trucks at the click of a button by continuously partnering with various fleet owners to create a reliable network of trucks.
It's been an interesting journey so far. We've worked with over 2,000 businesses. And we now operate in 7 markets. So principally, we are based in Uganda, but our service goes to Kenya. We serve customers in Tanzania, in Zambia, in South Sudan, about 7 markets within Eastern Africa. But the goal is that we can expand this across Africa. So the question of what is Ridelink's mandate is that the goal was, how do we bring down the cost of transport for small and medium enterprises so they can scale, they can retain profit and grow? So what happens is, in the market where we operate, most of the markets where we operate, like Uganda, you find that there are single fleet owners of trucks. One person, one Peter has 2 trucks or 3 trucks. You find a Michael, you find a Jackie, she has 5, she has 3 trucks. And then on the other side, you find a Daniel who bakes cake. You find a Jacqueline who sells maize, or my mom in that case. They don't know these transport guys. They just know when I need to move my things, I'll call my broker. My broker is going to call his transporter. If the transporter isn't available, he's going to call his other broker. And so the chain works like that. So the question is, what can technology do about that? So we built a platform. From the get-go, we knew that if we wanted to deal with this problem, we need to find a way to add as many transporters on the platform. And our promise to them is, we will get your business. If you own 2 trucks, chances are high you can't go and work for a relatively big, small and medium enterprise, because they will not even pre-qualify you. But if you combine effort and we say we have 1,000 trucks, then they will listen to us. We can negotiate better terms. Even banks can listen to us because now there is data to show that you have consistent business.
Through technology, the Ridelink online system offers its clientele the ability to connect with over 3,000 other businesses, as well as connect with over 10,000 drivers across Africa on one platform.
Now the platform has grown. There's over 10,000 drivers on the platform that are Ugandan, Kenyan, South Sudan. It's like different drivers on this platform. And then because there are so many, at any one time, when a customer wants to get to move their cargo, they always access them. So this way you find that you distribute the economies of scale. And even the drivers also, they don't crowd in one place. Like previously, they go and stage on one stage and they all struggle for one business. And yet there is businesses spread across that need their service. And so this way you find that there is always no redundancy for them. And then there are those cases where a guy has to move, say, cargo from Kampala and takes it to Gulu. But then to come back, he has to drive the truck empty. Now here they have an opportunity that when they get to Gulu, they can still check, hey, Ridelink, any cargo? And yes, there'll be a person in Gulu that wants to move there, whether it's Sim or Maize or whatever, back to Kampala. So you find that they get to make more money on the platform and the customers get to spend less on the platform. Our team is now about 25 individuals that are spread across these markets and diverse with either language or even from where they come from. So you who has cargo that's moving from, say, Kampala going to Zimbabwe or Kampala to Zambia or Kampala to South Sudan, again, on the platform, you get notification of where your cargo is. You get notification on when it has arrived. So you don't have to get to worry about that. This right here is the small black box, right? Very sizable, small, and very light. It's pluggable in a truck. It's called the RITA, which is the Ridelink Information Transport Assistant. You plug it in a truck, it does about 5 things, right? So one is you can do track and trace. So your issue of where is my cargo, you get to know and as a customer. 2, it also does track diagnostics. So cases where trucks break down on the road.
Or an accident.
Or an accident is going to happen. When you have this plugged into your truck, you are able to know for sure that my truck is having this as a problem. So before it even gets on the road, you deal with it. Also, you do truck weightage. So this plugged in a truck, you're able to know what's the weight of the cargo that's on this truck. And in case any of that cargo goes off, you're also able to know how much has been reduced.
In real time.
Yes, and you're able to know, hey, what's happening to my cargo? So you enhance safety that way. You know, so little of these little technologies that we're putting together, the goal being, again, how do we deal with the inefficiencies that accrue in the logistics supply chain? Our model is quite simple. On one end, you have the customers, as I mentioned, who make their orders.
Who are the businesses.
Yes. And then on the other end, you have the transporters that are constantly looking for business. So what we guarantee the transporters is you get business all in. Every single day you're on the platform, you'll have access to business. At the end of every trip, we charge a 15% commission as Ridelink. It's charged on the transporter for getting them business and for monitoring the entire supply chain. What businesses like Ridelink are able to provide to customers is one and first and foremost, and importantly for me at the time, was the peace of mind you get knowing that I no longer have to pick a phone and call a driver every 1 hour asking them where they've reached. I'll sit and I'll watch, and in case I want, in case of anything, I can now follow it up, right? So that peace of mind. And again, it's now cheaper to move cargo on a platform like Ridelink as compared to others. Matter of fact, for the 2,000 plus small businesses that we've worked with, we've been able to reduce their cost by about 30% of that. So in the long term, the idea is we want to get 10 million small businesses to have access to 1 million trucks at a time at the tap of a button, right? So it should not be a problem anymore that when you want to move your cargo, you're worried. That should not be an issue. Now we should begin thinking about other things. But for that, Ridelink is here to solve that. In the short or medium term, we are looking to expand. Currently, as I mentioned, we are operating in 7 markets with our main office in Uganda. But now we recently have a soft office in Kenya and Tanzania. But the goal is to expand across the different markets within Sub-Saharan Africa and beyond. Communications, which in logistics is extremely important, especially if you are to move cargo. So as a customer, you will be able to just go on the platform, get to put in the product that you're moving, the weight that you're carrying, and you receive a quotation after that. You know, the pickup drop-off point, and then you get a quotation. Upon getting a quotation, if you're comfortable, then you place an order. And then when you place an order, it is routed within the system to the nearest truck drivers within the area. And then that information now, at the moment, we receive it also on our back end and confirm with you if you've placed the order and you're comfortable. Then a truck driver is dispatched to come and pick your cargo and delivers it, and then you're informed. Then after that, you can make a payment. You can make the payment through the platform. You can also pay through bank. You can pay through card. It's all available on the platform link.
For anyone that is watching actually this show, I'm so amazed at what these young innovators are doing. You've just seen it, how easy it is for you to move goods from one end to another by just using an application. Let's go for a short break. When we come back, we're going to look in details how their app works and how you, the customer, from wherever you are, you can place your order at the comfort of your homes. Welcome back from the break. We are continuing with Ridelink, and on this segment, we want to understand in details how you, the client, can actually order for your trucks and move goods from Uganda to any other place or even within Uganda. Of course, Ridelink, the Africa's #1 logistics partner, has got you covered on this, and we're going to understand what exactly you need to do from the drivers, the customer, and also the truck owners. Of course, we are still talking matters Ridelink. For anyone that is into logistics, you know how crazy it can get to get your goods moved from one point to another. But with technology and with great minds and innovators, we're going to take you through how the Ridelink web app actually works.
To use Ridelink, it's very simple. You go to ride-link.com and you'll be able directly, 1, to get a quotation, or 2, to sign up and use the platform, either the user or as a driver or as a truck owner. And I'll just go ahead and show you how it works. So when you get into Ridelink right now, you can go here and look for a quotation. Now, when you go to look for a quotation, we've broken down a very simple system, and this can be used by users whether they are signed in or not. So for example, say, what product are you moving? We're moving coffee. And is it containerized? Yes. How many tons? Let's say maybe 30 tons. The loading point, maybe we're loading from Kampala. It will auto-complete for you. Then you set the date at which you want it to load, maybe tomorrow. Where is it offloading to? Maybe we're taking it to Nakuru in Kenya. And you put your phone number. I'm going to put a dummy number for now. And extra information, let's say maybe call Mwalimu on 2547, again another number when you reach. So this is just like extra information for the business. And you calculate a quote. When you make the calculation of the quote, it will clearly show you the distance to be covered, how long it will take, the different price. And because we are cross-border, we're looking at both in UGX, in KES and USD. And once you're satisfied with this, then you place an order. And once the order is confirmed, you'll get a thank you message and you'll receive an email prompt. It is as easy as that.
Yes. Actually, I'm saying it's very user-friendly. Even if someone didn't go to school, they can just randomly get someone to help them input their details.
So what we did when we were developing it, we looked at how much time do people who move cargo have. It's very little.
It's very little.
If you're someone who's making, let's say, tables, or you have coffee, or you have what, you want it to be as easy as picking up a phone call and calling someone. And that's why we did just one simple form, and then you can easily place an order once you're good to go. We went ahead and also created now a more detailed version that we are yet to launch. And this one now involves accounts. Now with accounts now, you have a profile, you go in as a client, you have a dashboard, it shows you the orders you've made, what is pending, what is confirmed. For example, this is someone who made an order. Already one has been delivered to Nakuru here. And then here's one which is still moving on the way to Mombasa. Exactly. So this is now for the more advanced
people.
Yes. But we know people's time is well spent in logistics, so people require just to be able to make that decision quickly and move their product.
So this particular client X we're seeing right here, is he able to get notification where it has reached and something like that?
So what we have SMS notifications. So as long as it reaches key points, you keep getting notified. It's now in Nakuru, it's now at the border, it's now at the ICD, and it's now ready for pickup.
At what intervals do the clients get notified?
Clients get notified depending on the milestone. So for example, when it's coming from Mombasa to Kampala, we notify you at the major points. For example, when it reaches Nairobi, you're notified. When it reaches the port, Malaba, you're notified.
The border, yes.
When it reaches now Kampala, or the ICD where they're going to store the container, you're also notified.
Okay.
And then finally, when it's ready for pickup, you're also notified.
And then you pick it up.
Yes. As a truck owner, when I come here and I say add a truck, so we're going to add a truck here, and we give how many weight it carries, and I go ahead and add a truck. I can see how many trucks I have. So as an admin here now internally, when the orders come in, we're able to review them, we're able to confirm the orders, then we can assign them. In safety, we look at what we call compliance. So for example, as a driver, you need to have what we call the relevant details, which is the permit.
Oh, yes.
We need to have the NIN and of course a phone that is going to be verified. So the safety of the goods and services is paramount to us. We also go ahead and work with the insurance companies to provide goods in transit insurance for goods that are moving, especially from the port into the country. We're developing a very powerful tool that is chip powered. It will be embedded within the car system and communicating directly to the Ridelink system and to the truck owner and driver's phone. So at every one moment, you'll know where your truck is.
For anyone watching Technation, we will come back and make sure that we capture this launch of such an awesome product. And I think the nation needs something like that. And we're very excited that Ridelink is taking a lead in the logistics sector to make sure that the Ugandans are safe while moving their goods cross-border, anywhere, anytime. And at their ease of their phones, they can get the updates anywhere and in real time. Thank you so much for watching Technation up to this far. We are excited to have had you on this episode, and we want to let you know that if you know anyone that is innovating or creating something impactful in the community, they can find us at Technation_UG. But also, we will do our best to find you. So from me and my team, indeed, it's a wrap and it's a good night. Ciao.